Hi friends, welcome back to the Pack Legacy Challenge. And today it's Tuesday and Sawyer's at work and she's absolutely exhausted. For some reason her energy levels go down so fast. I'm not sure why that is. Also, we have bills and our bills are super high. Oh, that's because our house is super expensive. So now our bills are 5,212 simoleons and we only have 2,921. So we're in dire need of making more money. And right now, Sawyer is not making the best choices in life. She's really gotten distant from her family. She's just not doing good. Thankfully, she brought home 2,568. So now, are we able to pay our bills? Let's just check. Okay, so we can pay our bills, but we're only left with 200 simoleons, which is not ideal in any way, shape, or form. So as far as her goals for this generation, she does need to reach level 10 of the career, which she's level 8. And she does need to master logic and bring it up to level 10, which has been a very slow going. She needs to have five failed relationships. She's on relationship number 5. Oh, Sawyer. We also know she's developed a terrible habit, expensive habit, so she spends quite a bit of money on that as well. So something needs to give. It's getting to the point where it's getting ridiculous. And then Claire is a teen, but she acts more mature than Sawyer at times. And she has noticed that her mom is really in a bad spot. So she's urging her mom again, see a psychiatrist. And she's telling her mom, I know something is going on. Will you please go get checked out? And Sawyer is not going to agree to that. She doesn't want to go see a psychiatrist. She doesn't feel like she has a problem. Maybe deep down she does. And then Johnny's Johnny. Johnny's just living life, living in this expensive house. He's a bit of a, I don't want to say loser. He just lives for the party. He's like happy-go-lucky guy. Their marriage was so rushed. And then Claire is just struggling. She keeps writing in her journal, complaining about things and trying to figure out how she can help herself or how she can navigate this challenging time. I think I'm going to send her to like a support group or something and see if that helps. And then she can go to support group and they're free. And she's going to go to mental health support group. In the last episode, she did get diagnosed with ADHD. So she does seem to struggle and see she's feeling very sad. Something is not right. Claire has a horrible feeling that something isn't quite right with one of our guardians. And then Sawyer is just being Sawyer. Claire is back from support group and she felt safe and comfortable enough from hearing others share their own story. So she shared her own. She plans to keep coming back because she found the community really welcoming. Oh, that's excellent. So now she's going to sit down and she's going to try and chat with her mom again. And I went to support group and it was really nice. Maybe you should come because it was really helpful and it may help you too. And then as you can tell, Sawyer's completely, she's looking at her and she's like, what are you talking about? You can't tell I'm busy. Why don't you go find something else to do and not badger me? So at this point, I think what Claire is going to do, she feels helpless. She doesn't know what to do. She knows something is not right. So I think at this point, she's going to call her uncles. Claire has invited all her family, her uncles, and then her brother, and then Mia, who is pretty close with Sawyer. And she's trying to explain to them that Sawyer is really struggling. She's letting them know that she's doing really reckless things. She's concerned for her mom and she can't get through to her. So she was hoping that all of them together could chat with her as a family and see if they could help. At this point, Sawyer is awake and she feels hungover. She's still exhausted. She's walking in. So Sawyer is, what is going on? Why are all of you here? Kane, can you explain what this is? She's like, I don't understand what is going on. And then, of course, Kane is just looking at her. She's like, you are very erratic. I don't understand where this is all coming from. And I heard you got married. You just got divorced, Sawyer. You can't continue with this behavior. Claire is very upset. She just told me what's going on. And I heard you're doing drugs. What is that all about? What is the matter with you? And then Mia, of course, is like, we're just concerned about you. We love you, but if you continue on this path, I don't want to be a part of your life. And then Bodhi agrees. He's like, does everybody else agree? We can continue to support your behavior. So if you really can't find the courage to go to therapy, find out what's going on, and look inward, then we really can't help you unless you go to rehab and or you go to therapy. We're not going to help you. We love you, but we're not going to be there for you because you do need to take control of your life. Things really have escalated since I left the house. What is this about, Mom? You know I love you. Everybody's just upset about her, so they set up this intervention to try and see how they can help her best. And now Sawyer feels very confident. She's starting to really realize that she has abandoned her family. They have not been in the same room in a very long time. She used to be really close with Mia, and they're still close, but they have not reconnected in quite a long time. Bodhi's like, something needs to change, Mom. And Claire is like, Mom, you should go to the support group with me because it was really helpful. You really should. Or maybe you can see my therapist and figure out what's really bothering you because this is not so out of character for you. This is not you. I know it isn't. You're so ambitious. You haven't had a promotion in a long time at your job. You stopped doing yoga and you really used to love teaching yoga classes. I'd love to see you, pursue your passions again instead of just struggle every day. And then Sawyer is going to start to realize that maybe they are right. So she's listening to Claire. She's still a bit reluctant to follow her advice. But I think she is going to have a moment of clarity and look around and see that all these people really love her and support her. She's like, you're right, you guys. I feel so much better now that we talk. She's focused. She's starting to feel very confident. The intervention was really successful. I mean, it rarely is it's easy as I've made it out to be in this episode, but this is The Sims, so I've tried my best to portray, a realistic intervention, and all of her friends and family are here. And I think at this point, we can send Sawyer to the psychiatrist. I know it's 10 o'clock at night. Let's just say it isn't, and see what's going on with her. All right, so I'm gonna send her. We can't even afford the psychiatric eval. Is there anything in the inventory we can sell? She's gonna get rid of all of this nasty stuff. Okay, so now we can afford. Sawyer feels she hasn't heard from her friends in a while. Maybe they've moved on with their lives without her and don't want her around anymore. And she did feel that way for a while. So at this point, she's going to therapy. And then Claire is just sitting here with her family and she's going to have some honest conversations and honest discussions. And it is kind of nice for Claire to connect with her family. So if you're new to the series, Kane is actually Sawyer's stepbrother, who got adopted by the family because his own mom died. He was raised by the Parks family. So he is the oldest. And then Wyatt is the second oldest, and that is her other brother. And then Mia is married to Kane, and together they have 2 kids. At some point, we'll have to reconnect the family. And then, of course, Bodhi is Sawyer's first child, her son, who she had with her teenage crush. She had him when she was a teen. Wyatt and Claire just can't stop cracking each other up. Should they have family dynamic jokesters? Absolutely. How's Sawyer coming along? Oh, she's having a pretty long therapy session there. Of course, Johnny's back and everybody's leaving because they really don't like him. Okay, so Sawyer's back. She has been just diagnosed with a personality disorder, borderline personality disorder. It's characterized by severe mood shifts, fear of abandonment, impulsivity, and lack of emotional control. Regular therapy sessions are highly recommended, and also presented the option of medication. Is that something she's interested in? So in my understanding, BPD is a condition that is not super effective to medications. That's not to say that it doesn't have its own place, but I don't think that she's going to start taking medications right away. We can just say that she will do therapy treatments. The psychiatrist recommended talk therapy as a treatment option. Sawyer is having a deep conversation with him, letting him know that she just went to the psychiatrist. She's trying to get clean. So she really is not interested in continuing on with this destructive behavior, and she'd really appreciate the support, and she'd appreciate it if you would stop doing drugs. As much as I love Johnny in this Let's Play, he's just a wild character. Sawyer is exhausted. She's going to go off to bed since it's 11 o'clock at night. And Claire is sitting here with her Aunt Mia, and they're just reconnecting. They're chatting. And then, of course, Johnny, he didn't keep his promise because, as you can see, he was pacing in the bathroom, and he's just being Johnny. He is in an entertainment career, and unfortunately, sometimes that comes with a lot of drug abuse, alcohol, that kind of stuff. So I don't think he's going to be super supportive of Sawyer because he doesn't want the party to stop anyway. So that would make sense. Plus, he's also much younger than her. He feels a quiet fury beneath the surface from grudges not yet forgotten. If you remember in the last episode, she also did flirt with somebody else right after they got married. That, of course, happened while she was intoxicated. He seems to be in a pretty good mood overall. He got promoted today. He gets along with Claire okay. So it is 12 o'clock at night, though. So at this point, she's whining about unfair life. I feel that Claire is going to head off to bed anytime now because it is getting pretty late. So right now, as you can tell, she's really, really struggling. Because she is addicted. We're gonna have her go to bed still. Okay, so it is the next morning, and Sawyer has woke up in absolute foul mood. He's jonesing real bad. She really needs some drugs, and because of her addiction. And I think it would be fair to send her to rehab. She's seriously considering rehab. I don't think she feels like she can go on for much longer. Unfortunately, though, we can't even afford rehab, so we have to sell yet another thing in the home, which I hate doing, but when you're desperate, unless we wait until she's done with work today and then do it, you know what? I think I'm going to do that. We're not so desperate yet. She's going to take a shower. Okay, that's good. That's a good idea. She's going to make some coffee. I wonder if she'll be up for doing some chess a little bit. I'm going to have... Oh, she can't. She feels too uncomfortable right now. So right now she's really pacing. She's in an absolute terrible mood. So I don't think she knows what to do with herself, to be honest with you. She does have work in about 2 hours. And that logic skill is really tripping us up. Claire and Sawyer are off to bed. Johnny's still sleeping. Sawyer has a major deadline approaching and needs to find a way to knock it out. What should she do? She's going to hide in the closet. Claire aced the test. Oh, nice. Of course, Johnny's alone at home, and he's back to his old shenanigans. I think he's out of drugs, too, though. So at some point, he's going to want to buy more. And that's probably going to cause a rift in the relationship because Sawyer wants to go to rehab. She doesn't want that stuff around her, and Johnny does. So he invited his buddy over. Wow, Sawyer is at work and he's gonna buy 2 bags. Show me the money and I'll show you the drugs. Well, he just did. Claire is back from school and she's doing her homework. She's really good about it. For some reason, I was looking and she's still a level B student. I'm not sure why that is. She does do her homework diligently every day. So I'm not sure what's going on with her, but we need to get a move on because she does graduate in 2 weeks. All right, so Miss Sawyer here is back from work. She's feeling very tense. All right, so Sawyer just walked in on Johnny doing coke after he promised that he wouldn't. So they're going to get in a huge fight. You promised you wouldn't do this? What? I told you that I didn't want to do this stuff. What the hell is wrong with you? She's like, Johnny, we agreed that we're in this together. I told you I want to go to rehab. I can't have you around me if you're going to continue your old ways. And he's like, you're the one that started this whole thing. I didn't even want to marry you. But she's like, what the hell what are you talking about? That wasn't the case. She's like, I invited you to my home. I trusted you and you betrayed me. She's like, and you're terrible in bed too. You suck. You don't know how to dress. You make no real money. You're so immature, Johnny. You've been this way since the day we met. I regret having met you. I need you to pack your stuff and get out of here. She's like, get out of my face. So at this point, they got in a huge fight and Johnny's going to move out. They now despise each other. So I'm going to have Johnny split from the household and move out and go back to his old apartment. Okay, we're back with Sawyer. And at this point, we're going to send Sawyer to rehab. And unfortunately, it costs 1,000 simoleons. But we're going to do it. She's determined. She wants to get life back into her own hands. Sawyer's back, and she's had a pretty good day. First step to recovery. Good going. Sawyer's Zest is done with the first rehab session. To start the next one, wait a few hours, then click Sawyer's Zest and select go to second one. Okay, so we'll send her again tomorrow, of course, but not today. And I'm pretty sure you need 3 sessions before you're considered to be in recovery. But she is still having cravings, and I'm sure it's going to be absolute hell. So Claire's off to work, but she does feel misunderstood. She feels that she's going through a lot. Sometimes her issues just get the better of her. So we may have to send her to therapy as well. Sawyer is awake for the day, and she's pretty tired, but she's going to have some coffee. And let's see if we can send her to her second session. No, not yet, I guess. She'll go after work. All things considered, though, she's doing very well. All right, Sawyer is off to work. Claire's off to school. And we'll catch them when they come back. Okay, Sawyer is back from work. And she feels pretty bad right now. She's having problems with rage control, and she's exhausted. She's just having a really tough time. I think I'm going to send her to her second session. Let's go to the second rehab session and see what happens. So Bodhi came over to hang out for Valentine's Day, and the two of them are just hanging out together. They're so freaking cute. Let's have a deep personal conversation with him. Let him know that mom's doing okay, because he does feel pretty bad. He is pretty attached to her. We're going to give him residence keys so he can come over whenever he wants to come over. We're going to share the burden, and we're just going to hang out with him for Valentine's Day. And Bodhi's feeling kind of sad today, so I'm glad that he came over to get some cookies. And Claire is just a cheerful sim. She's always very supportive, very helpful. I do think we'll start her generation in the next episode. We just have to finish up a couple of things with Sawyer. She did complete having 5 failed relationships. We have completed 2 of the aspirations. I'm going to work on her last one, but I can still work on it while we're playing with Claire more. And the only thing is that she needs to reach level 10 of the career. So I think after she comes home today, I'm really going to have her focus on her logic skills. So hopefully she can reach level 10. So tomorrow she'll get a promotion. These rehab sessions are super long though. Oh, and Claire's dad's here. Let's invite him in. Juan does feel pretty sad as well. So they're all very attached to Sawyer, so they're hopeful that all the rehab sessions are going to work, but they're all extremely worried about her. Then a lie has fallen on Claire, because she has tried to keep the house in order. She's done a lot of cleaning up. She's making sure she's doing her homework. She does work a part-time job, and she needs to work on getting to level A grade on her homework. So there's a lot. That is a lot for a kid. All right, so Miss Sawyer went to her last rehab session, and she's fully rehabilitated. Congratulations, Sawyer's Zest is fully rehabilitated. I can't even say this word. Rehabilitated. Stay healthy and sober from now on. I was also able to I was able to achieve level 10 of the logic skill, but that took a long time. I pretty much had her work on logic for hours and hours and hours, but I'm happy that I was able to complete it. So I'm pretty sure she's going to get a promotion today, but let's just see when she comes back. Her report card's here. It's clear she's working hard, and it shows. It's definitely a report to be proud if the teacher comments are any indication. Nice. Oh, you need a shower. And then Alexander Goth came over. Oh no, she's sick too. Doctor visit needed. Claire seems to be coming down with something. She might want to take a trip to the doctor. Oh, poor thing. Look at Alexander's in the shower now. Look how cute he is though. Let's ask him about day. Gossip. Maybe I'm gonna have the two of them maybe bake some cookies or something together. Oh, we only have one counter though, so I don't think if that's gonna work. Well, maybe she can just serve lunch for both of them, and she is vegetarian, so let's make faux BOTs. And Sawyer finally got promoted. She's been promoted to corporate raider. She now makes 652 simoleons per hour. She got a huge bonus, and then a Chronos magazine. She works at the same time, 8 to 4, and Monday through Friday. So now, oh Lord, have mercy. Why? Now, to reach level 10, she needs to reach level 8 of the research and debate skill and reach level 7 of the mischief. I got your number from mutual friend. First of all, I want to congratulate you on getting sober. Great job. I'm actually in the Addicts Anonymous program. Just wanted to let you know about us. If you ever want to go to a meeting and check us out, what we're about, just give us a call. Oh, let's just say thanks. So check it out. That's cool. Oh no, Sawyer is suddenly overcome with an intense urge of getting back to her old ways. No, I don't like that at all. All right, well, let's have her work on her research and debate skill, I guess. Oh, look at the two of them. Oh, they're so freaking cute, though. Maybe the two of them can start dating or something. I don't think she's had a boyfriend yet, but she does seem to like Alexander quite a bit. Let's check to see other group mates from the Rebel Rouser. Oh, she sees him as unattractive. Oh, well, maybe they can just be buddies then. That's fair. Why are you enraged? Oh, look at Claire has been invited to the school's honor society, a privilege extended only to the highest ranked students. Oh, nice. Very nice. Peeved, why are they picking on me? Oh, well, quit monkeying around with him. Let's give him a residence key. Maybe they can just be buddies. Sawyer, how are you coming along? Oh God, only 2% complete. That's gonna, reaching the level 10 of the career, it's probably gonna take quite a while if I had to guess. It's Saturday morning. Sawyer feels pretty good. She feels pretty confident. I'm gonna have her clean up around here, and I think we should probably get her to go to the spa today. Oh, and she has 8,000 reward points. Let's see what we can buy. I'm gonna give her the seldom sleepy one. And also, I'm going to give her the carefree one. So I feel like at this point, she really has turned a new leaf. She wants to get back to, you know, her yoga routines and everything. So since she's turning over a new leaf, I think we should get rid of the wine glasses and the wine bottle. Oh, what is this? And I'm going to send Sawyer over to the spa, and we're going to take Claire with us. Maybe she'd like to take a yoga class with us. It's been forever since we've done any yoga classes at all. All right, here we are. Let's see if we can promote yoga class on Simstagram. Okay, and well, right now there's a yoga class going on. So why don't we just go get a foot massage? Just pamper ourselves. We've been through a lot, and we do need to. After this class is done, let's see if we can lead one. Oh, Claire is getting a massage. That's cute. Aw. All right, let's teach a yoga class. We're going to do a public one. We'll do an energy centering one and maybe join. Oh, there we go. All right, so let's see. Let's do what we do best. I love that for her. I love that she's back to her old self. She's getting back into yoga. She got promoted. Things are starting to definitely look up for Sawyer and for Claire too, because Claire went through a lot as well. So I think at this point we should just end this episode. I'm going to play probably a couple days off camera. I'm going to have Sawyer work on her aspiration and the 2 skills needed for the last promotion. But at this point, I feel like this is the last episode where we focus on Sawyer primarily. She has completed everything but reached level 10 of the career, and I'm sure she'll achieve that on Monday. And then in the next episode, we'll start playing more with Claire, exploring more of her story. She does have a little bit less than 2 weeks before she becomes a young adult and moves out of her mom's apartment. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I really did. We'll catch you in the next one. Bye.